And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Parts Talk. I am your host with the most, Brother B. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss tonight's show. You don't want to miss tonight's show. You don't want to miss tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show, we will be talking training. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show, we will be talking parts. Ladies and gentlemen, and all this is due to one company, Encompass. Encompass Parts, Encompass Solutions, number one, champion, most diverse, authorized OEM parts distributor with multiple warehouses located across the U.S. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be speaking about Encompass's training day. Do you need to go to it, or was it a waste of time? Let's be honest. Let's be honest here at TMM Appliance Network. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into tonight's show, I want to talk to you about exactly Encompass, my rapport with them, my experience with them. Encompass is a parts distributor, no different than some other of the organizations that are out there. However, they offer quite a bit more. And one of the things that they offer is something called Encompass Day. So I attended this event, Encompass Day. It was held in Lawrenceville, Georgia, about an hour north, east of Atlanta. And I got invited to go April 19th through the 20th. Okay. I haven't had a chance to get on here and talk to you guys about that. I haven't had a chance to tell you if it was even worth attending. I'll talk to you tonight, honestly. I'll talk to you tonight candidly. And I'll talk to you more importantly, is it a fit for you? Should you attend these events? Well, let's get into my trip, okay? So Encompass Day, it's actually a 2-day event. It began on Friday night around 6 o'clock, I believe 6 to 9. They had a block party. They had a networking event. They had food and they had live music. Now, when I attended it, you're probably asking me, well, why is that beneficial to me? Well, there were about 60, 70 people in just that attendance, okay? Just the networking event. Major manufacturers, third-party warranty, technicians from all over, the Carolinas, Floridas, Virginias, the Georgias. I think the furthest person came from Nicaragua, which was Roxanne Cross. So, it was a very good networking event. Encompass put it on. It's a good chance for you to get out there and mingle with other business owners. I tell guys and gals, go speak to people. If you're having trouble in one area, go talk to other technicians, other business owners, and ask them, what's going on? What are you doing that's working? What are you doing that's making a difference? So I encourage people to, attend that networking event. Great way to meet people, find out who they're signed up with. How can you get in with some of their vendors? Great networking event. The main training though began on Saturday. Saturday morning at 9 to be exact. Okay. I was one of the instructors there, but I'm going to speak to you like if I was an attendee there. Okay. So you arrived to this massive warehouse, right? I took some video and I took some pictures. Let me go ahead and share that with you. So you get to this massive warehouse, right? And let me show you kind of like how many people attended this thing. All right, bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to do this here. So here's the line. Here's the sheer line of people that were there. Look at all these people in attendance to go there. I think a head count, to be fair, was probably about close to 300. Okay. So, and that was just the people standing in the line. That was just the people getting something to eat. That was just the people that were, outside of the building. I'm not even showing you what was inside of the building. So, the when you get there, their warehouse is massive, right? Their warehouse is it's a huge, this big warehouse, and I have pictures that I'll show you here shortly. So they separate the training segments into bays. You have about 5 different bays, and when I say bays, here's what I'm referring to. Let me go ahead and show you their their warehouse here. And again, guys, sorry for the camera angles here. I'm trying a new studio setup. See if this works for you guys. Okay. Okay, so it showed you guys this, right? Here's the inside of their supply room. Let me show you this again. Bear with me. So again, they have the whole back wall full of tube cutters, wrenches, garbage disposals, drills, voltmeters, you name it. They had zip ties, a lot of stuff that you'll probably have to get, uh, at Home Depot or Lowe's. They make it pretty easy for you. They got everything right there. Another thing they have too is lock ring. This is all at the counter. This is when you walk into the building before you even get to the training. This is just their front desk. All right. These were the bags they were giving us. Okay. All right. Here was our photographer crew. Great group of guys. One thing I will say about Encompass, they video everything. They do a great job promoting. They do a great job on the social media. They have these two gentlemen here taking photos of the whole event, and then they upload it on their social media. So kudos to them. Here's these bays that I was referring to. Here's me and two gentlemen there that were in attendance. Great group of guys. Here's these bays. So they had about four bays. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, and they had setups with desks and so forth. Here's their company truck. Excellent vehicle. Encompass. If you ever need a test driver or a chauffeur or somebody to push that thing around, hey, reach out to me. I'll be glad. Beautiful vehicle. Again, there goes the insides of Encompass, Lawrenceville. Up here's me and one of the attendees. Wonderful young lady. Again, when you attend, you get one of these neck badges with your credentials. Okay. Okay, so giveaways. Giveaways. Bear with me, guys. Here's Reggie, Mr. Lean on Your Rep. He's handing out a giveaway to this gentleman here. He won the lock ring, the press. That machine's probably about $2,000 or $3,000. And look, this gentleman won it. He won it. just simply by attending. He won the raffle. Shout out to Encompass. They were very uh, they were given. They were very, you know, open about giving you lock ring to if you won. If you won. If you won, the gifts were good. The gifts were good. I mean, this was the top prize. The gentleman behind him, he won second prize. There goes my man Reggie. This guy right here, guys, you probably have seen him before. He's a famous YouTuber. He does reviews on like appliances and which units are good and so forth. This gentleman right here, he won a lock ring kit, probably worth about $2,000, simply by attending and being a part of Encompass Day. Look what this guy walked away with. Now I'm kind of upset that Brother B didn't win anything, but hey, we're not gonna cry over spilled milk, But definitely the giveaways were good. Again, I already said that the networking was good. I said that the giveaways was good. But we're gonna get into the training. Let's get into the training, all right? So before I go any further in this show, I would like to dedicate tonight's show to Mr. Robert Coolidge. He is the CEO and president of Encompass, and none of this would be possible without him. So I'd like to take this opportunity and let him know thank you for having me in attendance. And thank you, sir, for putting on such a wonderful show. And you have a great group of staff who help facilitate all of that. So thank you, Mr. Coolidge. All right. So let's talk about the training. Well, one thing I will say about the training, I'm very proud of Encompass's approach because unlike some of the larger training organizations that are out there, i.e., ASTI or any of the other larger ones, they only bring in manufacturers to do the training. They'll bring in some LG guys, some Samsung guys, some Whirlpool guys. But what I like about Encompass's approach that they did that, but they also brought in like local instructors. Like I was a local instructor that was there. Phil from Atomic, he was there, and they had factory authorized trainers that were there. So, it was a good mix of manufacturer training with, YouTube training, guys that are in the field training. It was just a camaraderie and a collage of just training from all walks of life, and it was good. A lot of the people were receptive to it. You had a lot of different messages being promoted and pushed, but they were all accepted. So, the training consisted of business and it consisted of technical. Okay. I was one of the technical instructors. What I offered was troubleshooting. I went over, troubleshooting from the board, putting units into diagnostic mode, retrieving error codes, interpreting those error codes, and then coming up with a solution on how to go about the repair. I also spoke refrigeration. I probably had about 40 people, 50 people in attendance in that one training. And while that training's going on, I digress. You have other trainings going on, such as business. You had Service Power was there. They're an amazing company. They're huge. You can't ignore them or you can't get around them. Basically, if you do certain manufacturers or you do certain third parties, when you go to file a claim or you go to close out an order, you have to do it on the Service Power portal. And it can be challenging. Believe me, it was very challenging for me. So the fact that Service Power was out there, you get to communicate with them, ask them any questions about any holdups you're having on closing out orders or filing claims. I told you On Point Warranty uses them, LG uses them, Guardsman. A few people use On Point Service Power. So, they were out there. There was also Lock Ring was out there giving R600 training, Lock Ring training. There was GE was Smart Tool. Man, I'm doing it in injustice right now. Naming some of the people that were there, because I don't remember offhand, but there were a few manufacturers that were out there and a few people that definitely would have served you well to meet with them, network, and look for some opportunities. Okay, so that takes care of their training. Now, another thing that no one's talking about is that this thing is absolutely free. Okay, this thing's absolutely free, 100% free, and no cost. Ladies and gentlemen, be clear. I've been to the largest appliance repair conference, in my opinion, is ASTI. And in 2024, their head count was 863 people in attendance. I'm telling you, because I was there, uh, there probably was about close to 300 people here. Just look at that line. For sure, it was close to 300. And again, that's just the people outside. I didn't show you the people inside. So it was free. Some of these bigger events charge you $800, $900 to attend, to get training. Granted, it's training for 4 or 5 days, but still, you gotta pay. And some of these training conferences are expensive. These people here put on, in my opinion, a hell of a show for free. And on top of that, they fed you. Okay. Uh the networking is good too, because this is the place where you get to, in my opinion, ask the questions that you can't ask online. Hey, who are you signed up with? Hey, who are you getting calls from? Hey, who are you using for parts? Granted, we're at Encompass, but we're technicians and we're trying to make a profit. So we're networking amongst ourselves. Hey, who are you using for parts? Oh no, I use Encompass, they're good, whatever, whoever, so you're asking your fellow technicians, you're asking all these guys here online, what's working for you, what's not working for you, and you're getting this mass database of information, and now you get to go back home to your local region and implement this stuff. And again, I digress, it's free. ASTI had 863 people in attendance, and you had to pay $950. Encompass Day had close to 300 people, and it was free. Not only do you get the Friday night networking event, but you had the Saturday full day. It was 4 or 5 classes being taught at all times, and that was the whole day. So you had a plethora of business, you had a plethora of technical, and more importantly, you get to see what's going on in this facility. It serves well to be able to see where you buy your parts from. Let's take a look. Here's the networking event. Again, these are some of the servicers that are in attendance. And again, each and every individual person there has their own formula, their own strategy. This is your time to make those connections. Ask people, hey, I do seal system. Do you do seal system? Not really. Well, here's my business card. Hey, if you run calls and you don't service them, pass it to me. I'll give you a service. I'll give you a finder's fee. Or, you ask this person, hey, who are you using for your dispatch software? How are you, navigating through that? This is the networking event. Okay, excellent time, excellent thing. They had a board repair room because they give you a tour of the facility. You get to see. They have an actual board repair. Here's where they take the pictures. So if you ever go on their website and you look at the part and the part is like 360 and the part has an overhead and you get to see all the pictures of it. Here's where it's done. This is what it looks like. And if Encompass is watching this, and I need a better studio than my current setup. So if you would ever like to lend any of these lights and stuff to me, hey, I would greatly be appreciated. Thank you. Look at this stuff, guys. All right. I think I ran out of pictures, but they showed me the board repair room. They have a board repair. They have a excellent training center out here in Davie, in the Davie, South Florida area. So, I think Encompass is really setting the bar high. I want to wrap up my video and I want to wrap up my review by saying they have set the bar high. High. Like I said, the food, excellent Mexican, authentic food. Reggie Williams, some of his family in-laws, I believe, or they were friends of the family. Authentic Mexican food, excellent, excellent, excellent. The DJ was great, a great diversity of music. Um, Guys, it was free. The event was free, and you walk away with so much. And I guess I want to end my show tonight by, thanking Encompass for thinking about us technicians. We really appreciate it. We're always seeking for ways to up our game. So thank you for giving back to us. And thank you for putting on an amazing event. I can't wait till you guys host the Davy event. I will give some negative critique or constructive critique. And this is coming from a place of love. If I was in the decision making of this event, I think Encompass could do so much more. And I don't know if they realize their potential. I don't know if they realize the magnitude of what this really could be. But they had vendors, like they had lead generation vendors there, tax vendors there, uh customer service vendors were there. Man, I can't say my office help. Jason Snowden. I gotta get them on the show. But they were there, so if I can give some constructive criticism to Encompass and I had anything to do with that, man, this has the potential to be really big because I showed you the turnout. But if we can get some more third party warranty people out there for guys and gals to sign up with, that would be big. It's an incentive for them to attend this because it's like, if I go to Encompass Day, this third party warranty is going to be there and I could sign up with them. That major manufacturer is going to be there and I could sign up with them. I feel like a lot of us guys, we're always looking to network and add more business to our companies, more work volume. So these networking events that Encompass puts on, uh, man, there's a lot more people that need to know about this and they need to be a part of this. I mean, if you guys have a budget and you want to reach out to me, I know a lot of people that I could convince, a lot of manufacturers. I know a lot of parts, third party warranty companies. I know a lot of other vendors that it would have served them well to attend this because, again, of the amount of technicians that were there, their customer base. It's a great networking event. I'm all about promoting opportunities. I'm all about, providing news, industry insight to the channel. So, guys, that's all I have, man. For Encompass Day. Again, it was April 19th through the 20th. I want to give a special shout out to Reggie Williams putting this event on. I want to give a special shout out to, again, Mr. Robert Coolidge. And guys, I want to thank you for being part of another episode of TMM Appliance Network. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you was here with me. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Encompass Day. If you don't know about it, please go on over to encompass.com, reach out to Reggie Williams, sign up, get an account with these guys. They offer the most diverse. They offer OEM, board repair, all types of repair. These guys are great. I buy my parts from them. I personally vouch for them. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of YouTube's premiere Off the Clock Appliance Repair Talk for Off the Clock Appliance Repair Tech. I'm your host with the most, Brother B. Good night. That was a good show.